George is annoying me again. I have to make a video about this because this is just wrong, basically. So, my sister's husband, ever since Sophie's left him, he's, she did the wrong thing by walking out, and saying I'm going to come back and see my child in a couple of months. That was the wrong thing. She felt like that because George was bossing her around and telling her she was doing everything wrong. After I saw her with a child, I realized she was doing everything wrong. So I actually kind of more agreed with George. So I know that, but she's just not good with kids. But anyway, he got a restraining order on her, and it lasted a whole year. And then it ended, and then he got another one out. And I think this is the second or third restraining order that he's got. Technically, anyone can get a restraining order on anyone for absolutely no reason whatsoever. You could just say, I don't want this person around me, put a restraining order on, and the courts grant it. Now, okay, if someone's pestering you, if someone's harassing you, yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting a restraining order just to say that I don't want them around. If, however, you have kids with that person, well, then it shouldn't be taken seriously, because why? You've got kids, and you've got to put your kids, if someone's a danger, then fine. If you can prove that someone's a danger, if you're I think the rules about restraining orders need to change. If you have a child with someone and you are getting restraining orders on both the granny or grandparent of that child and the you shouldn't just be able to just be like, I want a restraining order on them. Okay, so if you I don't know she's good with living with kids. I wouldn't. She can't. She's lost custody of her new one. But at the same time, she's not a danger. But anyway, the courts don't take any. The courts aren't smart. Basically, they'll just set a restraining order, fine. Or anyway, Sophie put a picture of her older son online, and George, of course, took her to court over this. So she's had to face court over her putting a picture of her own son. It's like, what? What? Are you going to waste court time, seriously, with someone wanting to just putting a picture of her own son online? I mean, what the fuck? What are you doing? Have you got nothing else to do that you think it's fine to say, okay, you don't like the fact that the mother of your child has put a picture online? Okay, yeah, we'll take her to court. Yeah. I think they're just trying to make money. I mean, who's paying for this? You're taking. This is why I don't like tax money. I don't like paying the idea of paying tax money, knowing that it's going to things like this. It's like there's so many people that are desperate to go to court to, talk about real issues, real concerns, and what you're going to waste people's time, money, effort on a mother putting a picture of a child online. Okay, not only that, it goes a step further. There was a court hearing to decide, after a whole year of waiting, to decide, should Sophie have custody or should George have full custody. It's taken 3 years because every time it goes to court, my sister ends up in a mental hospital, and it's happened like 3 or 4 times. So each time it gets like renewed. There's like a whole waiting period. It's supposed to be 3 months, or at least Sophie always tells me it's 3 months, and it turns out to be a year. So it took a very long time. So if he did lose custody, George has full custody. And George put out another restraining order, saying that, I don't want her coming near me, whatever. And there was this one time where George refused to give her a 10-minute call. The court said that she should get 10 minutes every week or every 2 weeks. And one of the times George didn't give her 10 minutes, and she got angry and went to go and say, I want my 10 minutes. So she went to his house, and there we go. The restraining order got, I think it was 2 restraining orders, but because of this, it got extended because of this. But yeah, they had another court case a few months ago, and the same thing has happened, but no, not the same thing. This is different. Okay, they were in the courts to decide the final outcome of who the child will live with, just to get it in writing. And George sat right next to my mum. My mum said, have you, said 3 words, and George said, not now. So that was one time. And then right at the end, she said, are you happy now? So she said 2, and I think there was a third, another sentence in the middle of that. So she said 3 sentences. And again, it's now July. This was back in March when this court hearing was. And yeah, he's taken a court order out on her. for saying 3 sentences. What the fuck are you doing? Have you got brains? I swear, you're all mentally ill. If you think that this is worth that you should be able to take someone to court for saying 3 sentences to someone, I mean, you're fucked up. Well, what the fuck is wrong with this? What the hell is wrong with this planet to think that that's okay? Are you all mentally ill? I swear, I'm really losing it. This is just. I don't understand how you can take a restraining order out on someone that is the mother of your child. I don't understand how, if the mother of the child says, or the grandmother of your child says 3 sentences to you, you can take them to court over that. And I don't understand how you can take someone to court over one picture. You can tell them to take it down. And if they don't, then I guess there should be, maybe there's some way of making them take it down. But at the same time, it's just a picture, for fuck's sake. George has gone mad. That's clear, and I think the courts have gone mad for allowing such proceeds to go ahead. I mean, it just makes the court system seem like a joke. What you think it's okay to take someone to court for saying 3 sentences to you? I mean, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with this place?